It's Gunther. Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Letha. I am Travis. We're sitting here watching Monday Night Raw with you guys. We appreciate you. And let the chats begin. Let Yanni McYonnerton over here take my role, and y'all know me. I'll be joining her soon. I just ate. I thought there was, like, more time. She's like, do you have the stream ready? And I'm like, yeah. A little bit. Why? It's not even close. She's like, it's like 10 minutes. Like, fuck.
Then had to go beat the dog. Beat him. It's an inch of his life. Chewing on wallets and shit. Anyways, we started out the show with Randy Orton out there talking away. I don't know what he was talking about. I'm sure it was important. Anyways, we have Walter in the chat. Hey, Walter. How's it going, buddy? Did you have a good weekend? Did you like your movie that you watched on Friday?
What movie did you watch on Friday?
What was it? We have Chris in the chat as well. Picola is with us tonight. Hey, Picola. Good to see you. And we have Sophie with us. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, everybody. Let's see. Chris says, hey, Travis and Dee. Walter says, hi, Travis. Hi, Daphne. Raw tonight. Good matches. Okay, at 9 I'm going. I'll be here Wednesday after bingo. Still here watching Raw. Picola says, welcome to Raw in Germany tonight. And Sophie said, hi, CM Punk confirmed the WWE superstars could ask for time off by tapping on the WWE app to the office.
Cool.
Okay. Picola says, any gabbers know German? Do not.
Yeah. I know.
9! No. I don't know German.
I'll switch.
9. 9. 9. Ovita's Lane. Ovita's Lane. I can't say it right.
Berlin. That's all I can say is Berlin. I'll switch. Stalin. No, Stalin's Russian. Hitler. Any other famous Germans besides Hitler?
Good ones?
Just period. I don't know.
Probably. I just don't know names. Anyways, Chris says Punk with a Cora Jade shirt on. So this is WWE announced they will be hosting a live event the same day and location in AEW hosting their final pay-per-view of the year. People's like, hold on. Randy is speaking. He was speaking. He had words to say. Chris says, Randy, come on. Your dad and grandfather were jobber cowboy Bob Orton and was Roddy Piper's young boy. Fuck off. So he's like, how was your weekend? It was pretty good.
UFC pay-per-view was nice.
So he says, I saw Deadpool and Wolverine this past weekend. It wasn't that bad.
They tried to call the
good.
fighter on the UFC DDP, and it just didn't go over well in the South.
It was dumb. Duplessis.
Yeah.
David Duplessis. Duplessis.
It looks like Duplessis.
Duplessis. You have to say it with this like gross French accent to make it sound right. But it's not. But it could be.
I call him Duplex.
Isn't he the one? He's from South Africa, right?
Yeah.
He's like Dutch or Belgium or some shit though, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what they were saying on there? Probably Belgium, which makes it even worse. Let's see. So, Sophie, how was your weekend? Sophie said that Fanatics event the WWE was part of, the WWE Superstars, was a sellout compared to other sports. Okay, that's good, I guess. Oh no, how dangerous is the RKO move? I don't know, but he's going to tell us everything about it. Did make some Tex-Mex beef enchiladas the very first time this weekend. They turned out pretty good. Travis liked them.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to eat one of those, but I had to eat rice and...
Why? You could have ate one of those.
Gravy. You told me tomorrow you have to eat this.
I didn't say that.
Are you turning yours down or up?
I was turning mine up.
I need mine up too. That's better.
know why it's so low.
I know.
I'm worried if things we do anything different, it'll make my ear
Yes.
holes bleed.
It will definitely.
Eardrums was the word I was really going for. $8 hours. He thinks he wears a size 15. That's funny. Nobody should be proud of having extra wide feet. Is he trying to say that that's how big his PP is too?
No, he's just saying that's how.
Guy's got big feet, right? Oh no. Oh no, poor Kaiser.
Emporium. Uh-oh, are we going to see
Chris
Da
says, "Drip
Vinci?
Kaiser."
Is Da Vinci going to show up and attack these guys that put him out of wrestling?
Oh, he gave him a chop block to the knee. Oh no, he's broken forever. He's never going to be walking around on his size 15 extra wide feet.
He's got troll feet.
Does that mean he has a lot of girth in his package?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay. That's not true then.
No, nothing.
That myth isn't true.
Nothing with feet has anything to do with PPs.
I feel lied to my whole life.
Like Shaq. They were asking Shaq.
His all the way down to his kneecaps.
They had Shaq on there. And they were interviewing him, and it was so funny because it was like all serious interviews.
Oh, God.
And then the one guy goes, "All right, Shaq, you have a size 23 or whatever, shoe size or whatever." And then he goes, "So how big is your dick?" He pulls his shoe off and puts it on. It went past his knee. Oh, everybody in the audience is like, "Woo!"
That guy's like, I'm going to make a sign that says hi to my mom and
This
dad.
is it for McAfee, by the way. McAfee's gone.
Forever?
He's no more until after football.
Oh.
So maybe January.
Chris is like, Jackie Redmond. Yeah, Jackie Redmond. He's like, wait a minute. He's like, Mom's got a blanket too? Like, what is going on with this? Mom doesn't have any hands. Where are Mom's hands? Did you decide that you wanted a purr too? He's like, I'm completely confused. The Celtic Warrior is a weirdo liberal who has a Cybertruck.
Yeah. I don't know if the liberals drive those.
Why wouldn't they? They're like
because
electric
Elon
vehicles.
is like anti-liberal.
Yeah. They're all for the electric vehicles though, so.
It's weird because they like the environment.
Well, electric vehicles are really good for the environment because you're not putting out emissions into.
They're really good for the environment if you don't think about it.
That's what happens. They're all Swifties. They've been brainwashed. What you gonna do? You gonna come straight over here and get patted on a weirdo nursery?
Why is Butch relevant? Why is Butch on my TV? Either put him back in NXT or just let him go.
Look at your tail, Floofy. Look at his tail.
Gotta stimulate him. That's why he sounds like a lawnmower.
At least he purrs more than just when he's downstairs now.
Mm-hmm.
Got your tongue hanging out too? Oh my
He's
goodness.
Michael Jordan. Well, you guys excited for next weekend or next Monday without McAfee?
I guess it depends on who's going to take his place in talking.
The wrestling guy that was on ESPN.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
Maybe him and Corey Graves.
Weird. Shame against Pete Dunne.
They should have just put the Miz out there.
Shame.
These belts are badass. Some of them are dumb. Like my Jazz, fucking stupid.
It's hideous looking. Like
all the hockey ones look dumb. I was looking at the hockey ones; they're all like round. College ones are pretty cool.
Yeah, ski.
That Notre Dame one's on another level.
So it says Pat confirmed tonight is the last Raw for a while because football season is starting. The last time Pat was away from commentary, they seemed like they didn't know what to do with that spot. Pickle says hardest worker going today. Chris says, LOL, the Celtic weirdo. And then Pickle's like, but they're always for the emissions safe. Right. Yeah. So he says Michael Cole will be going to SmackDown in a couple weeks, and the Raw commentary team will be looking differently.
Yeah, since Homeboy's gone, this is his last show.
Chris says, so happy my shows took care of White Sox this weekend. Now we have to fuck up the Red Sox this week.
Wait, hold on. Aren't the White Sox the worst team maybe in history?
The Stros beat them.
I'm pretty sure they are.
Chris says Pete Dunne is in NXT actually feuding with Trick Willie of all people.
Jesus. Well, it's good to see him down there, but he shouldn't be on the main roster too.
Brandon Stevens in the chat. Hey, Brandon says, hi, Wrestling Gab. Hey, Brandon. Sophie says, but the new guy they hired will be starting the Monday after the Bash at Berlin pay-per-view. Brandon says Dakota Kai, Mary Brandon Stevens. And then Pico says the guy from Cleveland. LOL, not the Cleveland show. Oh. So he says Pat was even crying when he made the announcement.
He would.
It's weird. It's a weird thing to cry about. Chris says, no, that would be the Royals' worst team of all time, but apparently we also have to beat them after Red Sox because they something this year.
The Royals are pretty good, aren't they, this year?
They're good. They are good this year.
Yeah.
So he says, with SmackDown going to the USA Network, wonder if they will have Christmas week off like Raw has been doing the past couple of years.
Maybe.
That's a business decision.
I think Christmas is on a Wednesday this year, so I think that it doesn't matter.
And that's a business decision, not necessarily a network decision. Whether or not they have a match, have a show or not.
Yeah, but it's Wednesday, so I don't think we have to worry about it.
No. Stephanie002 is in the chat. Hey, Stephanie2 says hi.
Stephanie.
Hello. What's wrong with your tail? What is that? What's that?
Sorry, I'm going to December to see. Yeah, it's on a Wednesday. So, Hakuna Matata. This is that troll one they were talking about.
Weird.
Uh-oh. Tonight after Raw, be there or be square.
So
Drama.
it says John Cena did confirm that he will be on the first episode of Raw on Netflix.
That's exciting for anybody that cares.
I kind of don't, so I'm not that excited about it. I think Piccola isn't either. Just going to go out on a limb and say it.
To me, it's like you have an opportunity to like start fresh with a clean slate. And it's like, hey, let's bring back The Undertaker and John Cena. Maybe have The Rock on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, do you not want to start new or?
No. We just want to continue with all the other garbage shit we've done the whole time to see if it's cool, but it's not.
If anything, have a brawn panties match with fucking Scarlett Bordeaux and I don't know. What's her name?
Jade Cargill?
Reckoning or yes, Jade Cargill would be fantastic. I don't see that happening. So.
Damn it.
Hey, look, that guy. He's there, right behind them.
So it says, AEW will have Christmas Day off for the first time ever.
Don't know.
Who knows what they'll do, Sophie? They could have a show that night. We don't know. Piccolo's like, so since Travis is a Christmas movie connoisseur, pick 2 wrestlers who could fall in love Hallmark style.
We already have a few marriages, though. That's the problem.
Do you think that they should be with those people, though?
There's a lot of relationships. Hallmark style.
Maybe it's not necessarily active wrestlers. Maybe it's just
no,
whoever.
That's what I'm looking for. Trying to think of a... Could do like a Zelina Vega, sorry, not Selena. Zelina Vega and Alberto Carrillo. Working together. They have more in common than Black. Black divorces her and then she's single.
He dies, so she's a widower.
So they can put
He passed away in the ring.
619.
He had like a panic attack.
619.
Had a mental breakdown in the ring and did a move wrong. Died.
This doesn't sound Hallmarky. He just leaves her.
That's not Hallmarky either, though.
Yeah,
there are widows on there. There's widows and widowers on Hallmark
I guess
stuff.
Hallmark. I don't really watch the Hallmark. I watch the other one.
They're kind of the same.
I know, but...
I mean, close enough.
I know, it's what he's saying, and so therefore that's what I'm saying.
Well, Hallmark style is that, something tragic happened and...
Like Disney.
All these horrible things. Oh, he's like, I thought I would grab your arm, but I'm not going to. What the fuck is this?
It's just really bad wrestling.
What in the fuck was that? It was like...
It was slow motion.
Stupid. Weird. I hate it.
Grab his ass. Oh, God. Oh, I kind of like that to happen to me. I think that might adjust my pelvis.
What?
He gave him a backbreaker on the pelvis. That was crazy. That's where I needed my back to pop last night when I went to bed. I was like, oh my gosh, my back isn't going to pop.
So it's funny, Drew McIntyre, when he was before, he was not very he's like a guy who became handsomer as he's gotten older and more rugged. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So he reminds me of those guys that are on romance novels. That's what he reminds me of when I see him.
Right.
By the way, which is pretty funny because my mom read those books a lot. So I've seen a lot of those covers, right? So he reminds me of that. So it's like, oh, you put him in the Hallmark.
Okay.
In the Hallmark movie, right? And then you have to have some girl who's like a plain Jane, but she's not really a plain Jane. Like, she's pretty, but not that pretty.
I was thinking Charlotte with him, but...
Yeah. But no.
Esther. Sorry, Ford.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be weird. Anyway, Stephanie says, do you think Xavier Woods is turning heel tonight? Do you?
No.
I don't think he's going to turn heel tonight.
I mean, hypothetically.
I think it's supposedly, quote unquote, in the playing, just the way they've been pushing something. But I don't know if it's really going to be that.
My question is what's the end game?
Not only that, but what would it gain him?
What's the end game?
Like, I don't think it would be worth. And why is he so PO'd about it? Like, what is he, like jellyfish? And he just wants Kofi for himself because he's a freak? I mean, like, come on now. Like, that's weird. That's creepy. Sophie says if Xavier Woods does turn heel, that will be weird.
I know, and if they do that, then they've got to release him.
Yeah, I mean he
garbage.
Can't be a heel.
He was garbage his whole career. The only reason he was anything was because the New Day.
Well, that, and the only reason they can turn him heel is because we know he has heel problems.
Oh, dear. He did blow his Achilles, so he does have a weak heel.
Come on, that was good. Picola says, well, we're in August. That don't matter, Picola. Sophie's like, Hallmark does have Christmas movies all year now. Chris says, Ridge Holland and Thea Hale, as he is actually in Chase U in NXT. They won the NXT tag titles last week, so there is that.
She's too young and weird.
That's creepy. Chris is like, also pair up Tiffany Stratton and Angel Garza, Hallmark style. I would put her with Humberto before I would put her with Angel, but okay.
I wouldn't put her with anybody because she's got to be the heel in the group.
Yeah, she's got to be the
whoever
mean one.
she's dating is the guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the show. I'm not saying it has to be Ludwig.
Yeah.
But even Ludwig would work.
Yeah.
But she's the heel woman that
is mean to him, and
he's
doesn't
trying
want to stay
to
with.
like get away from.
Yeah.
And then it's a plain Jane that she just looks at and's like,
yeah.
But he falls in love with her anyways. But the problem is with wrestling girls, there isn't the plain Jane. There's a couple of them, but they're so plain that they're no. And then
that's true. Like, they couldn't even be kind of pretty.
Right.
Like, I mean, like as in like Hallmark style. Like,
I mean, you could do it with what's her name, the little ninja warrior.
Oh yeah, you could do it with her a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Picole's like, I choose Jey Uso and Io Sky, because why not? The James A. Martinez channels in the chat. Hey, James says, I dig y'all's show. Well, thanks, James. Chris says, Chelsea Green and Roman Reigns, Hallmark comedy and serious. It would work well.
Yeah, I was thinking of Chelsea Green, to be honest, with one of them. But she's too not plain Janey enough. So you'd have to start it out plain. She'd have to be a plain Jane.
Yeah.
Like her first run in WWE.
Sophie says, with SmackDown going to the USA Network, let's see how different it will look compared to how it is on Fox. Pico says, yeah, who's the girl next door type? I don't know.
Chance or Carter, whatever her name is.
Yeah. Kaden.
No, is it Kaden Carter? Or is it Kaden?
That's her.
Katana Chance.
Yeah, there you go.
She's the plainest, Janest besides Tegan Nox, but I haven't seen Tegan Nox in months.
I'm trying to think if we could always go over to AEW. It doesn't have to be WWE girls.
That's true.
What about an AEW girl? There's a girl on there that'd probably be like kind of like plain Jane-ish. That's not like all, ew. She's so fabulous.
Yeah. Definitely could do it with, there's probably a few over. I mean, obviously DMD. She's very plain Janey.
Yeah, but she's like that snarky one that you're like, or she's like the outspoken friend of the one that's not like the plain Jane girl. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, I wouldn't put her as
she's the one you have to win over to date her friend.
Yeah, kind of thing.
But what's her name? Ty Mello or whatever.
Yeah.
She's pretty plain Janey. We're just casting for a movie, right? This is just a Hallmark
style movie thing. Like girl next door type of girl.
So she could definitely do it.
Yeah. My mind goes completely blank trying to think of any of these people.
I mean, Mariah May's too much. She's too pretty. Oh, no, not the entertainer. Sasha's too much. Willow Nightingale, maybe. I guess you could do something there with like Keith Lee or something.
Yeah. James says X heel turn is more exciting than Wyatt sucks. Sophie says Xavier doesn't want to replace Big E. That will probably be the storyline. And Sophie also says if you want to turn someone from the New Day heel, make it Kofi.
He did. He raised up behind him.
Did he?
Triple H loves that stupid shit.
That's weird.
He must have to tell him to do that.
He's like, I really want you to do like Undertaker shit.
Just rise up above him behind. You're like,
because it's so cool.
So cinematic.
And he just keeps doing it over and over and over again. His skin tone against Shamey's skin tone.
He's just yellow.
Just reminds me of that bad guy on Sin City, the mayor's kid. Mm-hmm. It's so creepy to me. Like every time I see it, it reminds me of him, and then I think, oh, he's a pedophile. He's a creeper. Gross. Oh. Sophie wants to, if you're going to turn someone heel from the New Day, make it Kofi. That's a weird concept.
Either way, you got to get rid of Woods. If you split up the New Day, Woods is absolutely zero. He's nothing. He's barely a D- player.
So it says Charlotte Flair is scheduled to return sometime in November. It will be interesting how Triple H books her compared to how Vince booked her. Sophie says about Chelsea Green and The Miz, that will be an interesting movie. I thought about The Miz with Chelsea, but I was like, nah, they're too much alike in so many ways. Like, you need a girl who's like either
quiet,
demure and quiet, comparatively.
Or he's the famous popular guy and she's just trying to get in.
Mm-hmm. Chris says apparently CM Punk and Cora Jade, they seem to already be fucking. Oh god, jeez. What? Excuse you? Huh? Sophie's like, Tegan Knox, I think, got injured again. Did she break another knee? You know, she only has 2. Chris like IAW Tay Mello with I don't know which guy. Feels like Abaddon. Put her in, coach. Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus.
Stephanie says Pete Dunne is working overtime. That guy is getting his ass whooped tonight. We are so going to see him tomorrow at NXT. You're correct, Stephanie. I heard somebody say that he's in NXT, too. Chris is like, Anna Jay? Harley's like, hello, everyone.
No, I definitely thought of Anna Jay when we were
Harley.
doing it, but I think she's a little too pretty. But she is quiet enough. Hopefully that's it. Oh, thank you, Triple H. Now get rid of this fucking jobber.
Go throw him back down in NXT. Or shame. He's like, no, I really still have her. It's fine. It's fine. Picola says, oh, let's get Anna Jay away from Jungle Jack off and put her alongside. Oh, Cody.
I like Cody with Brandy.
Anna Jay and put her with Chad Gable.
Huh?
He can climb her like a tree. Sophie says Triple H does go on Twitter during the show. Okay.
Don't care what Triple H does.
Picole's like, wow. And Chris says Taya Valkyrie, but she might be too much for Hallmark.
They trading a big E for a big O.
Oh, that's what's going on. There's the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Here it is. It's jellyfish. No, somebody said it. There it is. He's going to replace him. They're all upset.
Could he call him a number 2? Top 5? Well, not with him. It's Big E and Kofi are top 5.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know when to quit.
Right. So this is about Nikki Cross and Kofi Kingston. Sure, Hallmark style. Pickles like that part of Sin City I tend to forget. I like that second act with Clive Owen and the prostitutes. Yeah, that's not too bad. I like the whole show, but yeah.
I don't know enough of to talk about it. I've seen it twice, but Bruce Willis is in it.
Mhm.
And that she's a pretty girl, but I can't remember which one it is. Is it Mila Kunis?
Mm-mm.
I know it's a girl that looks like her. It's a brunette. Oh, it's what's her name? One of the. She's not Beale, but the other one. So Jessica Alba.
Mhm. Yep.
And then the pedophile guy is the guy from 27 Dresses, I believe.
It might be him. I don't know who plays the
And
part.
then there's some weird guy with big ears or something, right? Like he's like a vampire, or is that a different movie?
There's no vampires in Sin City.
He's like weird and he's got big ears and kind of looks like a vampire almost.
Does he have yellow skin?
I don't remember. I mean, obviously it could be a different movie than I'm thinking.
Well, what's his face? Played Spider-Man.
Toby.
Yeah. He's in it. I'm pretty sure that's him. And he's like the guy who eats people.
Did they put Brittany Murphy in that movie?
Yeah. She's like the love interest of Clive.
Mickey Rourke's in it.
Yeah.
Rosario Dawson's in it. She's pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she's the lead prostitute.
Oh, with that group, huh? There's like a group of killer prostitutes.
Yep. Well, they're not killers, but yeah.
Elijah Woods. Is that who you were thinking of? Or are you thinking of Tobey Maguire still?
Who?
Elijah Woods.
Oh, yeah, sorry, wrong guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I had the wrong one. Sorry. I couldn't remember if it was
The Hobbit.
him or the other one.
Those gay guys in the mountains.
Yeah. Those guys. Sam. Piccolo said Ninja Turtles for the New Day doing their stuff. And Sophie says, do you think we will see another main roster call-up before the year is over?
Probably that guy, yeah. And he's there. What the form looks like.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. That's what what's his face, their skin tones look like to me. Every time I see it, that's what I think of. That guy. I don't know who plays the part. I'm just saying that's what I think of. I don't know. Do you think that there's going to be another main roster call-up before the year is over?
To be honest, there's no one in NXT that is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, to change the game.
Right.
They have women that are a year out or two out. But they're still not game changers. Like
Right.
Sol Ruka, she came up to the main roster and she's that character that she is. It's not going to work.
Right.
So she's got to come in with an edge. But she's very capable. Nikita Lyons could definitely do something. I like Lash Legend. Did you? You probably didn't. She picked up and slammed Otis.
What the? Good God.
Yeah.
Piccolo says Odyssey. Does that name shine on the marquee?
No.
No. Sophie says, I want to hear what Big E reaction to Odyssey Jones replacing him. Nobody's replacing anybody.
The Big O.
Piccolo's like, I was at Wendy's for lunch today. The one worker called out names Jones. And I went, who? Mike Jones? No one flinched. And I just threw my Frosty against the wall. Nah, only kidding. Piccolo's like, I do the same. I mix up Spider-Man with Frodo too. Like, I'm not talking about the characters, fictional characters. I'm talking about the actors who played the characters. Elijah and Toby. They look enough alike that sometimes I'll be like, what's his name?
What's Toby's movie on where
Keyhole says Braun getting a
Satan's
quick
door
spotlight.
or something like that.
Satan's door.
What was that?
God. What?
On Tropic Thunder, it's at the...
Oh! With the what's-his-face
Robert
when
Downey
they were
Jr.?
playing the priest.
Downey Jr.'s voice is
Yeah.
second to that. It's called, like... It's something to do with a back door, the devil's door.
People's like, and Radcliffe as well. No, you know what? Actually, I do not get him mixed up. Like, I don't him, for sure. Just Toby and Elijah. That's it. That's all.
Satan's Alley.
Satan's Alley. That's what it was.
Satan's Alley.
Yeah, I don't get Daniel Radcliffe mixed up in any of those things. Because Daniel Radcliffe, I know who he is, and I know equally that he is always Harry Potter. No matter what.
I didn't watch it enough to link those.
Not that. I mean, like, he played Harry Potter.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I didn't watch them enough to link the, like...
But we watch those one shows
Uh-huh.
more, and I link him with that show that he does, and they're all the different ones
They're so
on
funny.
whatever.
I'm sure there's a new one out now.
Oh, I'm sure.
That shit was great. Did we ever finish the Oregon Trail one?
I don't think so. The one where he's a priest.
And he's in love? Or he had sex or something?
Yeah, he's in love with, like, the wife of the guy, and she's the girl that he always has, like, the Indian girl or whatever she is.
John Cena's daughter on that one show.
Yeah, but she continuously gets, like, bigger, like, every time we've seen
Yeah.
her in them. We're like, my goodness, girl.
She's going to be swimming in the ocean here pretty soon. She's evolving.
It was crazy. I was like, my God, the differences are insane. Like, from one season to the next, you're like, what happened? Did you have babies, maybe? I mean, because I could see if you had babies. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. Well, she had her opportunity, right? Like,
Yeah. Chris was like, Maxine, and Stephanie says, what is the main event tonight? You know, I don't know. It's like 2 hours from now. I have no idea. Sophie says, I stepped away for a minute. What did I miss? They recapped. Nothing really happened.
I don't think anything's happened.
They're just giving a recap. There was a commercial break, recapping. I mean, if you were here for the last match, that's pretty much it. That's all that's happened.
She's sculpting her guns. Right? An athletic family. It's not jobbers and fat people. Although I do like Maxine. But you know what's funny? She's tiny and Chad's almost her size.
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
Why was she holding you back? I didn't even know you knew her. Were they a tag team or something?
I have no idea. That's so weird.
My baby is American made.
So says I said that, and Chris says, cool shirts, man, but I still think Cody should be leader of American Made. Pickle says, supposedly he played a good Weird Al in the movie Weird. Yeah, I heard that. I did hear that he did a really good job at it.
Who is it?
Daniel Radcliffe.
He played Weird Al, huh?
Uh-huh. Yeah, young Weird Al when he first got started. Oh no, she's up against Ivy Nile.
You ever seen the movie UHF?
No, isn't that the actual
shit.
Weird Al movie?
Yeah, it is fucking dumb and funny. It's got the guy off of Seinfeld, Kramer,
Mm-hmm.
and he's in love with his mop. And he carries, like, his mop is his best friend. It is so absurd and so funny that they steal his mop, and he goes, like, crazy.
Oh, no.
I wonder if they still have UHF stations, like, if you can play around with it, make your own television stations.
I don't know. Maybe.
Does everything have to be digital still, or now?
No. I think they can do analog, but it just comes over weird on the digital stations. Weird. That's a weird
Shut your
commercial.
mouth.
Shut your trap. Shut your trap. You got plans. Shut your trap. What? Shh. Commercial break. We're gonna have a Maxine versus Ivy Nile match. Pretty sure Maxine's gonna lose unless she wins by a fluke.
Maxine's the best wrestler in the world. In the women's division.
Chris says, I heard in places like Japan and even here in the U.S., people going back to flip phone culture. They are. Like, Samsung came out with their flip phone, basically, and now they have Motorola's again.
You know, it's a good idea because it wastes, like, 15, 20 hours of your life.
Okay, so
Perhaps,
the
dude.
problem of it is like, you're thinking old school flip phones. But these are smart aged flip phones, not old school flip phones. Yeah. And so it's not the same. It's different. Now, there are some people like this one. I was watching this one TikTok of this parent, and this parent was like, yeah, my son wanted to change his phone. I think it was a dad or something. He was like, he wants to change his phone to just a flip phone that just makes calls, and he can text if he needs to and make phone calls, and that's it. Because I guess the son, and he's like in high school, realized how much time he wasted on his phone constantly. And the dad, and like everybody in the comments was like, you could tell people that weren't, but most of them were like, wow, that's really awesome that he figured that out. And some of these people who are like, hey, I grew up in the 90s kind of thing. Like, these people are like, yeah, I'm raising my kids, like, over the summer. They're like, I'm raising my kids like we're back in the 90s because I can't stand this culture that we have. Or people are like freaking out because Gen X some of them are grandparents, right? And their way of dealing with their children's children, their grandkids, is literally treating them like they got treated during our childhoods, right? Only they're out there doing it with them, they're not just sending them outside
Leaving
to,
them outside.
leaving them outside or whatever to fend for themselves with the hose. But literally raising them like without the electronics and shit constantly in their face. And that's the biggest thing, because like, you think about it, right? So this is no shade at Ayla. Ayla's a wonderful mom, okay? But she does have 2 children. And her first child is very much a behind in a lot of stuff. And some of it is due to having a screen in front of his face constantly. And her second child was a pandemic baby. And at that time, they were living with her husband's parents. And that kid is miles ahead. Okay? Not a lot of screen time was happening. So it's crazy the differences you can tell when you don't have that. So, it's a social experiment even, if you think about it. The fact that people are like,
Nope.
well, here's your, what is it, your,
These 2 women are in really good shape.
they are. They're in really good shape.
I can congratulate both of them.
Just different ways of shape, but yeah.
No, they're just both really good shape. Like,
No, I meant like Ivy Niles is very short and stocky and thick.
Right,
I mean, but very good shape of her body for it. So she's like put muscle on in the right places and it looks good. Mm-hmm. And Maxine's lithe and very svelte, I guess you could say.
Did you say leaf and felt? What does that mean?
Svelte. She's very svelte. Leaf.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. It's the sucks. I mean, the Wyatt 6, whatever it's supposed to be. Stupid. Barf.
The terrible 5.
The boring
Why
whatever.
are they calling them 6? There's 5 of them. Stop. Just, it's 5.
Well, it's 6 as in SICKS.
Oh, because they're sick.
Yeah, there's
an S.
sick. Oh, good. Why is this such a big deal?
Why wouldn't you just leave?
I don't know.
There's only one woman, and like you'd be scared of her.
Oh, they're out there to save her from her.
Yeah, that's good.
I guess. Maxine left. Good for her. Escaping. I don't know where she went, but she's gone.
There's some big dudes.
Oh, God. She got attacked.
Why did they let him say you fucked up like 12 times and then start blurring it?
Because they're like, oh, we don't know if that's what they're really saying. And then all of a sudden, like, oh, they're saying the F word. We had her play. It's live, people. Beep, 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 beep.
Chad could fit in with all these jobbers.
Right.
They're right on his level. Pretty sure Nikki Cross is the only champion out of the group. I do like to see that Bo got in shape. Those guns were huge.
Right.
Love to see the Sister Abigail. Jay White's the only wrestler besides him that uses it, I think. There might be a woman that uses it.
Yeah, I don't know. There might be. Pico says closed circuit TV used to be what Twitch is today, but like 40 years ago. Bring back the Zach Morris brick phone. Right?
Yes.
Chris says, yeah, that's what I said. Raise kids like if they are in the 90s and even the 2000s. Like, I'd show them Attitude Era WWE. Uh-oh, Wyatt 6. Pico's like, oh, here we go again. Chimmy's like the 6 sleeping. And Pico says, oh, Nikki Cross scared the shit out of Gable. Chris says, people saying 6 because Bliss will join. And Pico says, everyone, the best segment is coming up after the break. It's the best in the world. And Chris
Can you
says,
have 2 girls in a group? I just feel like that would tear it down. They play to those stereotypes that girls don't get along with each other very well in wrestling.
Wouldn't be surprised. Chris says, okay, good. This new Star Wars Outlaw game will be open world. People's like, oh, by the way, may I toot a horn? Toot, toot. Toot your horn. What are you tooting your horn about? What's up?
Toot it.
Or hot dog stand.
Some good shit. Did he say a gay man took a walk?
I have no idea what he said. People says, what was trending over the weekend? Yep. Fan Fest. And yes, who had the baby in the audience come right to the best in the world? I saw them literally yank a baby out of somebody's arms in the audience and shove it in CM Punk's face.
I saw him holding a kid.
And then he was like holding it out from himself. I didn't see him like do anything else with it. So I don't know if he like knew how to hold a baby or if he was just like, I don't know what to do with this. So I'm just going to hold it up like this.
He probably sacrificed it.
It feels like Punk held him up like little Simba and the internet broke. Yep. He looked so uncomfortable. Like, that guy got that baby, handed it to Punk, and Punk's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Like, the look on his face was like pure fucking panic.
He's like, I'm not running for any y'all.
And then he's like, okay. And so he like turns him around, right? Like, because the guy holds him to him. You know, like the guy has him face to his face, right? And so he hands the baby to him, so the baby's back to Punk's face. So then he stands up and he's like holding it out like this. Like this poor baby. He's just like holding it out like this from himself. And then he's standing there and he like lifts him up. And you're just like, okay. But the look on his face was complete terror the whole time he had that baby. You're just like, dude, that's probably why you guys don't have kids. Right there. It's all over his face. AJ's probably like, I really want babies. And he's like, no, I don't know what to do with babies.
A for apple, J for jalopy.
Pickle's like, oh, Travis, remember how you explain WWE needs an ambassador? Damn, Skippy. Punk is the Snoop Dogg of the company, laughing.
Oh, no.
So he does drugs? No way.
Snoop Dogg?
It's probably not the best analogy of ambassadors, Pickle. You might want to try a different guy. We want to know that Punk is clean, right? He doesn't do that stuff. Maybe we shouldn't compare him to Snoop Dogg, who literally probably smokes joints like 24/7.
8 o'clock our time.
The kickoff?
Yeah.
Starts at 8 a.m.?
Yeah. 3 hours it looks
Damn. Like. It's 7 a.m.
This shirt says all rise.
The little lame version of the Judgment Day has been taking over. Lame.
He just mad because they upgraded. Anytime you get rid of Damian Priest, it's an upgrade.
Ooh, their days are numbered with
Yeah,
numbers.
They're going to have a mixed sex
They're going to
match.
mark them off a calendar with permanent marker.
He's definitely dumb. They recorded this and it was this shitty?
Yes.
Rhea's bad.
Mm-hmm. Ew, I wouldn't even want your name associated with her if she's a discount. Chris says Punk will announce a strap match for Bad Blood. Is
Hey,
there a
that's
baby
cool.
on the line? That's so funny. His laughing, it was just hilarious. They need to have what's-his-face laugh for him.
Oh, it's the drunk.
They need to have that one guy laugh for him.
Big
His laugh
Poppy.
is... Fucking commercial.
I'm clutch.
No, Poppy, no. Chris is like funny robot laugh. No, it's a commercial. Chris, I don't know if you've seen it. What is it for? DraftKings or something like that?
Maybe. I know it's got Big Poppy in it.
Anyways, it's got Big Poppy in it, and they're sitting in a booth at a restaurant or something. And they said something about something coming in clutch. Think it's going to be loud?
I'm just getting sick of it doing weird buffering.
And so he was laughing. But his laugh is like so, like it's like not even real laughing. So it's it's, laughing is hilarious. Oh God, this guy.
Be in Miami.
It's Killer Cyber Slayer 99. Hey, Killer.
Killer.
It's like, hey. How's it going?
The Florida Panthers win championships. They're chanting for a hockey team.
People's like, Jabba laugh coming from the diaphragm. I guess, something like that. Just funny. Bless you. Oh God, no. Okay, I can't listen to him talk.
He's going to tell you a story.
I don't want to hear it, so I took out my earpiece. I don't have to hear it. I want to hear him talk about his stories. His stories are boring, especially since they come out of his face.
And I touched a baby.
Ew. Gross. That tattoo looks like a giant vagina opening. I'm sure it's supposed to be something not that, but it looks like a giant vagina opening.
Why is CM Punk on a hot streak?
Like he's like hot pot?
Has he even wrestled but once and lost?
Oh my God, he broke things. You know what kind of streak he's on? Breaking his body streak. That's what it is. Piccolo says, bless you. Yeah, bless you.
Yeah, thanks for blessing my soul as it left my body.
Well, you are kind of a part of a ginger, so you gotta bless the part you still have. Pickle's like, I'm loving every second of it. I'm glad that you do. I don't really want to listen to him, so I'm not.
It's about a girl that...
stuff's so loud I can hear it. Don't put it near your thing.
It's fine, there's no music. I do what I want. It's too quiet, I can't hear it. That's good. That's better.
God.
Well,
I turned it barely down. You're like, I can't hear it. Maybe you should clean out your ears. Chris says, Punk get off high horsing. Fans come to see him for just 15 seconds. Fuck off. Well, definitely in Florida. Like, just calm down, kitty. Calm down, kitty. Pat to kitty. Pat to kitty.
His news. What's his news? What's your news going to be?
Is AJ pregnant? Did you finally put a baby in her? Probably not. Loser. Shooting blanks. Did he get more bracelets? Has he got a whole bunch of bracelets now?
Yeah, I don't know.
Looks like he's got a bunch of bracelets in his hand.
His fans made him. Maybe a Taylor Swift.
Wow, look, he's got like 5. It's not very many fans.
He described a few out of his bucket.
Oh boy. Chris says, Punk your girly goddamn bracelets.
It's all about a bracelet. It's like these Swifties.
It's the gayest thing ever. Like, so lame. Piccolo's like, let's go. Did he shove him back in his pocket?
I guess.
He's like, well.
Yeah, Drew doesn't want anything to do with you.
Yeah,
Punk doesn't want to let it go.
Contaminated with something.
Let it go. Let it go.
Piccolo, he gonna whip a bitch. You know, that's probably not a good thing considering they don't condone violence against women, and that would probably be bad.
It's a girl from my Facebook I grew up with. Push on it, on the comment.
On the comment itself? What about it? Now what?
No, that's not the comment.
Oh.
That's the post.
Okay, what comment? The comment picture or
Should just be a comment.
what comment, babe?
You know how to use Facebook?
Like the comments themselves? No, I don't want to write a comment. I don't know what you want me to do.
Just push the comment.
One comment?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That's your only.
That's a good one. It's perfect, too. Walter's leaving. He's got to go because it's 9 o'clock now. So it's after 9. He waited until after 9 o'clock. Wow. Anyways, Walter says, okay, bye, guys. See you Wednesday after bingo. Okay, Walter. Well, good luck with bingo. Hopefully you win. Hopefully you liked your movie on Friday. You never told us what you watched. Chris says, okay, Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood, then CM Punk versus Drew to end the feud. It's so predictable. Oh, no. He's being interrupted. Oh, no. It's that guy. He's like, I'm going to smack you with this strap, buddy.
Why does everybody have baby squirrels but me?
I don't know. It was probably after that storm. That huge storm. All the baby squirrels fell out of their nests and shit. How sad. Poor things. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Or you got your mic on, or your...
No, I'm not listening. Because what's-his-face was talking to me.
Answer seriously. Did you start drinking again?
Oh, God.
True.
Pickle's like, take care, Walter. Take care, Walter. Lose the strap. He's like, no, I have to have the strap. It's the only way I can do anything.
He wants to trade the strap for the bracelet.
Ooh, I don't know. I wouldn't take that trade. I think he's fooling you. He's just joshing with you. It's not true.
You're a liar.
Always a liar. person has a sign that says Otis is my cardio? Sounds terrifying. What the fuck does that even mean?
It probably just means that he does cardio like Otis, which is not.
It's a girl holding it up.
Is she not then?
She's not Otis sized.
A lot of women can't get that big.
Sure, sweetie. Oh, God.
They're going to be tied together at Bash in Berlin. He's safe. No need to even have a replay.
Chris is like, Crybaby Liv. And Pico's like, Liv wearing a Rhea t-shirt, question mark? And Chris says, no, I think it's me on the bottom, Liv on top. Hello. Get your positions right, Liv.
Has she not, like, been sleeping very well? Her eyes look terrible.
Probably not. Either she's doing drugs. Because, I mean, she was arrested for it. Either that or it's the lighting. The lighting, I guess,
but they're all
could make
swollen,
it
too.
that way, too. Maybe she's been crying a lot. You know, she is a crybaby. She does cry a lot. And she is wearing a Rhea shirt, but it's like a picture of Rhea. So, you know. So weird. It's the New Day stuff. It's happening against that one team. Carrying cross people.
Yeah, cross will carry.
Sophie says, I like the strap match is going by traditional rules.
Good. So you have to drag them to all four corners. Haven't seen one of those in forever. You have to drag them to each corner. And if their momentum stops, then you have to do it again.
Makes
So you
sense.
basically have to beat the shit out of them. Big O replacing Big E. We're all excited to see Scarlett. Should be a good one. Ooh, so.
Oh, man. Peel's like, yep, they have to do it Texas style. Sophie says, we haven't seen a strap match being traditional rules in a while. A while. A while. A while. Why do you say it like that? What do you mean? A while. Why do you say the H? I'm not saying the H.
Sweet things.
Sweet things.
If you don't want to hear it, don't put it in the word.
That's right.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Weird.
I think the Pirates just signed all the old guys that were never really good.
Probably.
It's a pretty damn terrible team.
Sad. This guy looks like he forgot he was in sports. He's like, well, those hot dogs from the stands are really, really good. I enjoy them immensely. Chris says the Pirates only have Paul Skeens.
I'm okay with that. Sydney Sweeney has been offered the role of Black Cat in Spider-Man 4.
Who?
Sydney Sweeney or Black Cow?
Both.
Sydney Sweeney is the big boobed girl. She's not very talented, but she has big boobs.
Oh, well, that's usually about how they do those girls in those shows.
That's what the comic looks like, and that's what she looks like. We've seen her in that Down Under movie or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
She's the best actress.
She was the main character, main girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At the coffee, and she had to pee, and there was a big line.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I've watched that movie like 6 times. I just like the guy swimming in the ocean. It's like doing the butterfly. It's like fucking coming out of the water. Her ex-boyfriend or whatever he is. Swimming like a dolphin.
Pickle's like, okay, peanut butter jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly.
Where you at? Where you at? Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? No. How are you set? So many years ahead. Those deals will end soon, just so you know.
What motivates you to get out of bed every day?
What? What'd you say?
What motivates you to get out of bed every day?
Nothing.
My bladder, usually.
Your what?
My bladder.
Luongo. What?
Here we go. Scarlet Bordeaux. Look at those pants she's got on. Love them. A lot of people wear the tight bottoms. I like the bell bottom look.
What I don't like is how high up they are from her shoes, so it creeps me out. I don't like it.
Oh, that's weird. There's a book called Chaos that I'm gonna try to read.
Chaos?
Mm-hmm. But it's about like how they stopped the hippies.
Huh.
There's like they really did something to stop the hippies.
Wow. Okay.
I'll have to tell you all about it.
Chris says, okay, Sydney Sweeney also going to play Barbarella in 25. It's an old movie. Jane Fonda played her.
I know who Barbarella. I know all about Barbarella. Seen it when I was a kid. First time I ever saw Jane Fonda naked. So that means Sweeney gonna be naked?
Yeah, they're going to actually do it like X-rated.
That
with
shit,
the full frontal nudity.
That shit is insane how terrible of a movie that was. No, I'm not kidding. Like, it is so bad that, I don't know, it's like watching some kid make a YouTube video for the first time outside in his backyard.
Chris says, "Fuck yeah, let's go Scarlet."
Yes.
Anthony Morelli in a chat. Anthony says hi. Hello, Anthony. Hello, Anthony. Oh, Anthony.
All right, the noodle turtles. Yes.
The noodle turtles.
Here comes the
The
noodle
noodle turtles are out there.
The New
Yay,
Day
noodle turtles.
New Day turtles is what I was trying to say, not noodle turtle.
I got the noodle turtles. Teenage Noodle Turtles.
Teenage Mutant
Noodle Turtles.
Noodle Turtle.
He's like, you hurt my face. I'll hurt your face.
To me, it makes no sense for Xavier to join this AOP group.
It makes no sense, this whole feud. He has Sin City on his ass.
Nice. Do you think Scarlett's the stripper girl?
I don't know. Ew.
Uh-oh.
She's like, I flip my hair back and forth. I flip my hair back and forth.
I'm just glad that Cross got in better shape. He was in such bad shape that it was ridiculous when he came back.
Yeah,
He must have got depressed or something.
probably.
Triple H is like, okay, I'm bringing you back, but you better get in shape.
Like, you gotta do something to not look like a potato. What do you mean? You can't be a potato. Like, I'm gonna give you some guys. They can be potatoes. Because they're big, strong dudes.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't be a potato. You gotta look nicer.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not gonna wear a shirt.
Right. Make sure Scarlett's with you. Because if she doesn't want to play, then you're fired. And cut.
What?
Oh, just the exact year of April's truck.
Oh.
But it's the Blazer version.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go. Have it your way today.
No. Gross. All grossness.
What is it?
I don't know. BK $5 mill.
There's nothing gross about BK.
I don't know. That $5 mill looked pretty gross.
No. It's impossible because there's nothing gross about BK. Home away from home.
Mm-hmm.
Bet.
How would you even fix that? Because it's paint.
Ba 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 ba.
Hand smash.
Are those supposed to be onions? Ew.
The white things?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if I could have an onion on a hamburger. Though that size. I don't mind the little, like the ones at McDonald's. They were like these weird, like
They're minced.
flakes.
Yeah, they're minced onions. Literally, they're just... Do you know what they are? Like they take dried minced onions and they rehydrate them in water. That's what they are.
Nice. That's the way to go.
That's all they are. Is they're already dried. So you take onions, right, and you mince them down really, really small. And then you dry them, right, and they're dry. And I have some in there. So, like, you could just take them and you put them in water and then it rehydrates them. So that's what McDonald's puts on their, like, their cheeseburger, like their little double, like their cheeseburgers and their hamburgers and stuff. The only thing that doesn't have those type of onions is the quarter pounder. It has a little bit bigger pieces of onion.
Uh-oh.
So it's not like a slice of onion, but it's like chopped instead. So it's like just bigger pieces.
Odyssey went down like a sack of potatoes.
Not
Damn.
the potatoes.
I thought he was tough.
He's a potato. He's definitely a potato. Like Travis, a potato. Because like seems fair, minced onion convenience. Oh yeah. Yeah. I watched this guy who what used to be a corporate chef for McDonald's or whatever. He like worked in the like, you know, behind the scenes corporate part of McDonald's to do like their food. And he was saying all this stuff about what they do. Or like the equivalent that you can get. Xavier Woods is like, why did he do it to him? Because he was closer, man. It's fine. Doesn't matter.
The big O. Where did Woods go? Did he leave?
So Kofi fell down, and then Woods got off the thing to go talk to him. So he's over there in the corner talking to him. He's probably like, "Why didn't you tag me in?" And he's like, "Dude, you were further away. Like, you know, like his hand was just closer." Anyways.
What? Two.
So if you ever want to make yourself the onions that they have on McDonald's hamburgers, that's how you make them. You rehydrate dehydrated onions. Minced. They have to be minced onions.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh, no.
Pick him up. There's Woods going up top. Is he going to get a hit Odyssey? Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Rock bottom. Oh, sidewalk slam. That might do it. This Final Testament team's kind of shitty.
Yeah, I've noticed. For having all these great people on there, they really are bad. I don't know why he's so upset about it. Feels like question.
Ooh, thank God.
Do you ever use tomato paste in recipes?
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. You had a question. You were very excited to answer it, so I figured.
I thought it was
answer
wrestling. I can honestly say no. But she does.
Or are you a fan of canned tomatoes? Okay. So, depends on the recipe that I'm making. If it calls for tomato paste, I will use tomato paste. I use tomato sauce in a lot of stuff. I'm not a huge fan of chunky tomatoes in things. Like, I will eat fresh tomatoes on stuff, like in my salads, on my tacos. But I don't like chunks of tomato, like in my spaghetti sauce and stuff. Travis does, but I don't. I've never liked it. I have the hardest time with it. So I don't usually eat that stuff. They're going to pass judgment on the lame-ass judgment day.
Yeah.
Oh no, abuse. His unk. Pico says, ha 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 ha, laughing. I had some trivia prepared for probably the long AEW event. Yeah, that's probably the best way to keep it is during that event because it'll need it late at night on a Sunday.
While I'm sleeping. Lights off, just a little. It's in the middle of the day, by the way. It's not at night. It's during my nap time.
It's during your nap time? I figured as much.
I'm getting one.
Pickle's like, yeah, crushed tomatoes are nice. I do enjoy just dicing some myself. Yeah. I mean, it really depends. Like, I've just never, like, gotten cans of tomatoes, like diced tomatoes. Unless I'm making something that specifically calls for them, I don't, like, use them for stuff. Yeah, he would. What kind of dreams?
Countless.
So, Picola, how you made your stuff on Friday, the Hawaiian Locomoco. So, I made that for Travis yesterday. He didn't like it.
That's not true. It was just an interesting grouping of food. Not only did I eat it, I ate it again today.
Yes. I did put the part that you left back in the fridge.
Damn it, I left it out for it. No, I was kidding. Now I have to eat it.
Brad Pitt? What? Brad Pitt's in that? That's weird. Why are there so many Garcia jerseys in that one spot? That was funny. Solo milk. All right, here's a small taste Piccolo says. In WCW, the Booty Man was walked alongside with his valet, the Booty Babe. Who was the Booty Babe?
I don't know anybody named Booty.
WCW, the Booty Man.
The Big Booty Daddy? Wouldn't that be Scott Steiner?
I have no idea who any of these people are. So.
The Big Booty Daddy?
Did he have a valet?
Well, yeah, but she definitely didn't have a butt. That was Stacy Keibler. She was all legs. But I think she was more WWE, his stuff. Yeah, that's all I got, Scott. Buff Bagwell, but Scott.
All right, here are your choices. Ready? Was it Woman, Jazz, Kimberly Page, or Tori Wilson?
I don't remember Tori or Kimberly, because they were my two favorites. Ever having anything to do with butts.
Or WCW?
They were in WCW.
Oh, okay.
All four of them were. Who was the first one?
Woman
is passed away. She was murdered by Chris Benoit.
Booty Man was Brutus Beefcake.
What the fuck? What? Did you... Is he asking more than one question?
Nope. He's saying who the Booty Man was. The Booty Man, Booty,
Okay.
was Brutus Beefcake. That's who it was. In WCW, the Booty Man was walked alongside with his valet, the Booty Babe. Who was the Booty Babe?
Oh, there's a lot more information there than I got.
So you had 4 choices of who the Booty Babe was.
Fuck, I don't remember Jazz walking with him, and I definitely don't remember Kimberly Page walking with him. So I'm just going to go with the first one.
Woman?
Woman, but that doesn't even make sense to me. I don't remember Woman being with Brutus either. But it's not Tori, because I'm not even sure they were there at the same time. They were, but... yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. He picks A, woman. That's his final answer. Piccolo says that was his NWO name. Brutus Beefcake was? Or Booty Man?
He was so weird when he got there.
Oh. Chris says Joe Hendry face sign in the crowd. Ooh, he's got a face in the crowd. Hey, look, it's the tiny little man that they want to make a big guy, but he's not really that big.
Did they put spikes on his back? I'm pretty sure that's new.
Yeah, he thinks he's a dinosaur. He
got
thinks he's what's his face.
Godzilla.
He's so tiny, they think he's Godzilla.
He has to fight Tsunami, whatever his name is. The little guy in Alpha Academy.
Yeah.
Tozawa.
Poor Tozawa. It's terrible.
Or the girls need to go get him and have him go after the riffraff. Bailey and the riffraff. He goes after all of them.
They're like, let's do a close-up. How about no? It's so weird. Just so gross and not in a good way. No! Seriously?
They did this last week.
Sorry, cat, but I have an itch on my leg right there. It's itchy. Pico's like, woman was part of the Horsemen. It was Kimberly Page. She turned on DDP and went to side with old Broody. There you go. There's your answer.
I just don't even remember her being a valet. I thought she was just one of the dancers. The Nitro Girls. Kimberly was probably the best put together woman maybe ever in the history of wrestling. And that's hard to say when Tori Wilson was there at the same time in her prime and she was Miss Fitness USA.
Chris says that Miz going to get killed defending our truth. Oh, this makes Miz look bad, man. You fucking think? It's stupid. This is fucking stupid as fuck.
Get him, Miz. He's not a monster. Stop, Michael.
Chris says, okay, Miz could win because it's a no DQ match. Right.
Yeah, no.
It's not going to happen.
They're doing something with Bronson on purpose, and I'm not sure what it is.
I don't know what it is either, but it's gross. It's stupid. Pico's like, wait a minute. This is a first.
Oh, fuck.
Pat McAfee's like, oh, I better move my stuff. They might want to do something on our table here. Oh, no. Pickle's like, Miz is not a hardcore fighter. He's not.
He almost hit the referee with the
That
chair.
poor ref. Oh, God.
Ref, get out of the way.
Why is he trying to stop him? Like, how about you don't try to stop shit?
Hardcore match.
Beat him. Go beat him with him. Why are we just throwing him in the ring? Why aren't you hitting that guy with him?
He'll end up getting beat up by it all.
I'm sure. I don't think I can watch this. They're just making him look terrible. They're like, well, we really want to make the Miz not be around, so...
What? Oh. They're unbreakable, they're bamboo. He broke it anyways. He didn't care about the rules.
Chris, like, he's being unsafe. Chris is like, this is dumb as fuck, man. Well, you think? Way fucking dumb.
Dum.
Florida man. People's like, I could go for a blizzard. Yeah, blizzard. So thick that then they turn it upside down, it doesn't fall out. What's your go-to blizzard flavor, Picola? Mine's discontinued. They don't have it anymore.
Well, because you get weird things.
Not really. Chocolate covered cherry isn't a weird thing. Chris is like, I ate an M&M blizzard earlier. Nice, M&M blizzards.
I haven't had a blizzard in 10 years.
200 years.
Yeah.
It's been longer than 10. Want to know why it's been longer than 10? Because we haven't had a Dairy Queen in over 10 years.
Okay. 11, 12.
17, probably.
No, sir.
Yeah, sir. Pickle's like, I'm closer to Culver's. Well, I guess you'll just have to get a custard shake then. Chris is like, tried the new Reese's at Blizzard, not too bad. Is it the Reese's cookie dough one that they just advertised? Yes, Chris says yes. Pickle says they had a mint chocolate chip one and a banana pudding one. The Blizzards? I like mint chocolate chip. I just like mint chocolate chip ice cream, though. I don't usually get Blizzards and stuff of it.
Dude didn't know how to keep his mouth shut.
What?
I said, dude didn't know how to keep his mouth shut. Dug himself a hole.
He did, but it was her misinterpretation of what he said.
No, he said what he said.
He said what he said, but what she took it as, she perceived it incorrectly. She perceived it wrong. His statement was innocent. She's just a bitch.
That's not true.
It's true. I hope they play the commercial again, because I really want to know. I want you to listen to what he
I
says.
watched the whole day. He said this is better than cooking at home, meaning your shit at home sucks.
See, you're perceiving it the same way she did.
Yeah.
And how I listen to it is that, say his statement again.
This is better than eating at home.
Right. Because it's already fucking made for you, and somebody else doesn't have to fucking make it. Yeah, it is a lot better. You go out, it's made for you. Somebody else made that shit. They bring it to you. Or, according to them, they're having a huge buffet. They're at a buffet. So, basically, they can just go up and get whatever the hell they want.
Oh, no.
Yeah. See? His statement was innocent. She took it incorrectly. And then twisted it into something mean and gross and weird. And then you did the same thing. See? See, you think just like a bitch. Just like a bitch.
First of all, I know what it means.
This
is way better than eating your food.
That's not what it meant.
That's what he said.
He didn't say that, though. Those words didn't come out of his mouth. He didn't say those words.
That's exactly what he said.
No, he didn't. People's like, chef's kiss. Yep, options are nice.
This match is still going on.
Well, it's a no DQ match, so, you know, lots of things can happen for multiple hours.
Miz should have already beat him.
Poor Miz can't, though, because they're going to make him like crap. Because why would they make a 21-time champion better than some piece of shit guy who thinks he's this big man who's not?
Not enough.
Pickle's like, but like a steak at a restaurant isn't like one I could cook at home. That's what I'm saying.
Why not?
And it just depends. And it's absolutely half the price sometimes.
It might be a third of the price.
And I'm just saying, like, there are some stuff that you get at restaurants that are way better than what you can make at home. That's not saying that the food at home is shit. It's just more convenient. The stuff at the restaurant's more convenient. It's cooked for you. Somebody else does it. You go in, you order your food. They go in, they give it to the order to the chef in the back. They cook it up and then they bring it out to you.
Clotheslined him with the kendo stick.
I mean, come on.
Then threw the kendo stick at an audience member.
Nice. That audience member is probably excited.
Miz got caught right through the table. Uh-oh.
There you go.
Haha.
Now kick him in the face a couple times.
Skull crushing through the table. Skull crushing through the table.
Do it again. Why are you stopping? Of course. The fakeness. They don't sell stuff very well, I've noticed, in this sport or whatever it's supposed to be.
Skull crushing, it's over if he hits this.
He can't.
He's too big of a fat guy.
He's too fat.
Too big of a fat guy.
Stupid. Fucking dumb. Chris was like, Braun Strowman. And Piccolo says, one thing, though, I could never make bone marrow the same as a restaurant would. It's true. Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, I'm not saying that food at home...
There it is. Miz is done.
better.
Uno, dos, and then tres.
Fuck. Dumb. You are not worth the booze or not liking. You're just garbage. So fucking stupid.
Going up top again. Miz is gonna go on vacation. Nope.
They're like, no, I got another monster for you. Is he gonna choo-choo train run? He's the one big SOB.
He's a dude that can manhandle this other dude. I figured they were doing something, but this is a dumb.
Monsters?
This is dumb.
Whatever. Not two monsters.
That's one monster.
There's one short, fat man that thinks he's a monster, and he's garbage. And then you have a guy who was the monster among men, and now he's a monster of all monsters, and now he's one big SOB.
And now he runs.
It's a weirdo that runs like a choo-choo train.
It's Butch. You had it right.
Chris says, who would repair Jackie Redmond Hallmark style?
Who we putting her with? Basically, gosh.
Kaiser, because her face says it all. Right there. That's Hallmark right there for you. They don't like him at first, and then they have to win him over. Chris says Kaiser is main eventing. Fuck yeah.
I would say Shane McMahon. Royalty.
Yeah.
Like wrestling royalty.
It's main event drop Kaiser. Great promo. That means WWE trusting Kaiser to be a main eventer? No idea. Is that what he's doing? Ludwig Kaiser is European elegance, it says on his shirt. So it's like they're giving a SmackDown guy the Raw main event.
Yeah. Sheamus is a big dude.
Yes.
Bent over, kind of. He's still bigger than.
Well, thicker
Kaiser.
for sure.
He was taller too.
Really? Not that much taller.
He was bent
Ew.
over.
Barf. Oh, he rips
And
his
his mullet.
mustache off. And his mullet. Good God.
Why do they hate Dom so much?
I don't know, people. Everybody hates him.
I mean, that's some terrible wrestlers. Ethan Page basically has a bye. If whoever wins that, doesn't matter. They're all shit.
Sophia says that, and then Chris says this will be Kaiser's biggest victory yet, taking out Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Good God. Sophie's like, I thought they were going to do a tag team match with the way they opened Raw. Chris is like, I'm just playing along, D. As you should. It's gonna happen, man. So he says, we know once this Gunther feud is done, Orton will be back doing SmackDown storylines.
Yeah.
Okay.
They put too many of the top guys on SmackDown, so they had none on Raw. So they're like, shit, we got to bring somebody over to Raw. All we have is Bronson Reed.
Garbage. Such garbage.
And he's a mid-carder at best. On his best day.
At least they haven't made it so he's like beating the poo-poo out of Miz, but it's just dumb what they've done.
They should have had him retire Ricochet. Instead of Braun Breaker.
Right? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
And that should have been Braun Breaker that came out and not Braun Strowman. That's just dumb. Because Bronson doesn't stand a chance in reality.
He shouldn't stand a chance,
In
but
Tony
that'll
Khan-
make it dumb.
In Tony Khan booking, he does.
He's so much better. Look at him. It's like, God, he's like 5'10" and weighs 800 pounds. Nobody gives a shit. I
Doc
feel
Chow, is that
like
like fake Chow?
yes, it's so the same. I feel like the big guys, like what Bronson Reed's, they're trying to make him as back in the day, just were better than what he is, and because I just don't feel like he's ever going to beat anything out. Anything.
Right. Better as in more talented, or better as in just size?
Like, better as in, like, their character is, like, put over better, even if it's hated.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like
Vince knew what
they
he was
don't know.
doing.
I mean, I don't know if they're trying to get people to hate him or what.
What is it? What's going on?
I have no idea. All I know is that James McAvoy, I saw a meme of this. Like, if he's in a show, I guess, speak no evil. I guess if he's in the show that it, you know that there's going to be some crazy shit happening or something like that. I saw this meme about it. And, like, every movie he's in, I guess it's just crazy. I don't know. P. Cole can tell us. He probably knows all about him. Exactly, buddy. Yeah, huh? Sophie says, after Orton, wonder who Gunther faces next. It could, Sophie also said it could have been worse. Omos could have come out. And then Chris says, yes, Bam Bam Bigelow, best big man in the business. Yeah, even King Kong Bundy was more over than Hogan. Sophie says Bronson Reed could be facing Seth at the Bad Blood pay-per-view. SmackDown doesn't have that many heels for Rhodes to face. And then Chris says, what about this interview talking to Braun Breaker Hallmark style? Yeah, Hallmark style.
September 13th is when that movie comes out.
Speak no evil.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. What?
Just the music that was playing in the background.
Oh.
It's just shitty.
This Sophie says a tournament. Interesting call.
What you're?
He went to a highly
educated
educated
university.
university.
His university was highly educated.
It's a
Not
good thing
so
he
much
went to
him. It's accredited, by the way. But
It's a highly educated university. A poor boy.
did he even go to school?
I don't think so. Not with that statement. Chris is like, oh, great. Braun Breaker just stole Gene Stinsky's catchphrase. He just said, it's not my fault.
Genetic freak, dude. Come on. It'd be different if you were tall.
He went to a very educated university. He got his education. He got learned. He got the teaching.
It's not my fault.
I wonder if these guys ever go back and watch these things.
They need to get him out.
And they go, good God, what the fuck is happening? Like, why did I say that?
He's bad. If he goes back and watches this, hopefully he fucking cleans this shit up.
Hello. Do you need cuddling? Hello, kitty. Yeah. Gotcha! He's very confused.
Oh, Dominik's back. Yay.
Babushka. Oh, babushka. Babushka. Oh, babushka.
Semanity is not doing a very good job tonight. It's bugging me.
She never does good, but it's like 10 times worse tonight. What is this?
They need Justin Roberts. Make a trade, Triple H. Upgrade.
Yeah, I don't understand why he wants women to be the fucking announcers. It's beyond me. Like, they don't have enough power in their voices to, like, do it. It's weird to me. And they try to make it cool. Like, she tries to, like, be all guttural about it, but it just sounds gross and stupid. I wonder if that one tattoo he has on his arm, that's all the weird tribal stuff that has colors and stuff inside of it, if his dad let him get it when he was like 14 or something, because I feel like that's something you would get when you're like 15 years old. That's so cool. I really want that. Chris says they just want more eyes on the product, even with women announcers. You know,
It'd be different if they were pretty.
not only that, but actually had a voice that was worth listening to or remembering, but they don't. Like, they're not very distinct. Like, I couldn't even tell you what the dumb bitch on SmackDown sounds like. Because I seriously, one, don't ever hear her when she announces them. And two, even if I do, I probably immediately, like, take it out of my brain so I don't have to listen to it.
Oh, shit. There's Finn Balor. That's the fight he's wanted. Now he has his opportunity.
Beat him with that chair before you start your match. Hit him. Don't listen to his hand. Just hit him with it. Hit him. Break his arm.
The C-lister isn't going to be able to do shit.
He's like, I kept that chair.
Chop block.
Oh, he thought he
should
was
have
going to
chop
get him.
blocked it.
Oh.
I just don't understand why there hasn't been a chop
I guess
block yet.
McDowell forgot he could have taken the chair to hit him with, but he forgot. What?
Why are they trying to make Damien tough?
Oh no. Oh my god, he dumped out all of the bubble gum. Did you see that? What a waste. Do you know that somebody probably has to clean up every single one of the pieces of bubble gum?
I know they do.
What a jerk.
Old Jigsaw. She's super excited. She just tried to step over the top rope.
Chris says, yeah, SmackDown announcement, Alicia Taylor was in NXT. That explains it. Yeah. Peel's like, welp, what a waste. Oh, God.
She's already
Get
got
him,
some.
Rhea, get him, he says.
Riptide. Oh! Why are they calling them the Terror Twins? And why is she hitting Rhea in the boob?
I don't.
She's literally punching her in the tits.
Maybe because she thinks it's her chest or whatever. I don't know.
She thinks it's her chest? That's where her tits are.
Watch this guy run to the base. Watch. Watch him run. Oh, they didn't show that after. It was hilarious. Maybe they'll show it here. Watch him. Watch. He gets there, and he's like, oh, they didn't show the rest of it. He looked really funny at the end of his run. It was pretty funny. Oh no, she's being picked apart for the Women's World Champion. Chris says Rhea has to sell so hard to Liv because she sucks so bad.
Yeah.
No, really, Chris. Everybody thinks Liv is so great. She's not that good. Like, she hasn't improved in any way that I can tell. And she's wearing weird shoes, so it's not like she's wearing, like, shoes that help her.
Coup de grace!
Well, there isn't really a match anymore.
Well,
I mean,
hopefully they have
he
the
could just
match.
totally low blow all of them. I don't know why he doesn't. Get her. Oh, no. Is this like their thing to like try to put Rhea and Damien as good guys or something? Is this what their ploy is?
Here it comes. 5-star. Absolute destruction. What the fuck? Who came up with this name?
I have no idea.
The Terror Twins? Now I hate them worse.
I know, right?
Like, they could have just let them separate, just be normal. Now they're the Terror Twins.
Ugh.
It's like the Bludgeon Brothers.
They're like, well, we're trying to make fetch happen. Let's see if we can do it. No. Good God. Speed Women's Champion. Pickles like Liv could use a heater, have Rick Rackrod come back and beat the S out of Rhea. Well, if Rackrod hasn't been around since Rumble, and she has that bad of
She's supposed to come back
whatever
anytime.
issues that she has. Good God. Like, how is she going to be able to come back then? Like, if she's this sick and has been this sick for this long, like, it's been over a year that she's had problems.
She's like 8 feet tall.
It's not the point.
Makes you sick.
Pickle's like, but yeah, it's not convincing at all. Shaking my head. Liv. It's just the whole thing. Like, they're like, how can we make this more lame than it was before? I know. Let's get rid of these two and then put these two in it because it's better. They're like, let's get rid of the really big people out of the group and just put little tiny people in the group. That's what they did. Yeah, they literally got rid of their tallest, biggest people out of the whole group and said, we're going to put tiny little people in. It's so weird. This looks like it tastes gross.
Yeah, all beer pretty much is gross, but
yeah, because lipoflavonoid is what you need to do. So weird.
do you have any lipoflavonoid?
Got some ringing in my ear. You got some lipoflavonoid.
I don't leave home without it. I don't leave home without it.
Right?
Lipoflavonoid.
Lipoflavonoid.
You never know when there's going to be a flare-up. How'd you get hit by a train? Well, I was standing on the tracks and I heard some ringing in my ear. So I took some lipoflavonoid.
Flavonoid.
Flavonoid. And then
It's like Flavor Flav.
Then got hit by a train.
It really was ringing in my ear, but it was a train ringing, not like a ringing. Stop it.
What do you think you're telling me what to do?
Because you're doing things that are annoying. Like normal. I think it's funny that she is like, okay, I need to sell it, that Liv is so much better, when she could have literally just chucked her across the table.
Look at that. She just
as
keeps
she
punching
should
her
have.
in the titties. Frog splash. They should have the match now. And then have
Right?
Dominik win. Just do shit right. She's not supposed to be leaders. High five. Is our TV that dirty?
No, they're trying to make it cool, and it's just not.
So that's not our TV.
No, it's them and the way that they're trying to do their stuff.
With this dirt.
Mm-hmm. Ew. Gross.
Look at all those fans dressed as seats.
But that's ridiculous. That would never happen.
They must be in Oakland. I think are they still in Oakland? I think they're in like Sacramento or something.
Oakland A's?
Mm-hmm. Just for till their stadium's built in Vegas.
Oh.
I remember somebody, I can't remember who it was.
The A's are the ones that are going to Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Look at all those seats. Somebody said that Sacramento's going to show up and support them for the 3 years they're going to be there.
Oh, yeah?
And they're going to sell out every single game. And then Major League Baseball will be forced to keep them there. And then just put an expansion team in Vegas.
Oh, yeah? Is that what they think's going to happen? Yeah, right.
There's like 15 people there. And they're all right there. Unless this is still in Oakland.
They're like, we don't support you anymore because you are going somewhere else. Bye!
It's Oakland. Like, Oakland has the worst fans of any sports franchise ever.
Yeah.
All 3 of their teams have left. The Golden State Warriors were in Oakland. They're not there anymore.
Right.
The A's are leaving, and the Raiders left.
Mm-hmm.
But Oakland's always just been a shithole.
Oh, yeah.
Oakland and Detroit.
Chris says, Kyrie Sane, Big Daddy Sonia time, and eye candy Shayna. Yeah. Sure, Chris.
While you're looking at them, I'll be staring at this Kyrie here. She's so cute.
And Pico's like, so question for Travis.
For Travis.
Only for Travis. Them and their little weird hand mitts. Fucking wacko weirdos. Their hand mitts on there. Oh boy. Peel says, okay, when was the last time an MLB team won back-to-back titles?
Oh, Kansas City won twice. The Reds.
Excuse me.
If it wasn't Houston or the Red Sox in the past 24 years, then it was the Yankees in the 90s. So maybe 99, 2000. The Yankees.
Chris says, God damn Sonia, big nose, LOL.
Yeah, Sonya just looks good. I don't care what her imperfection is. Her big nose and her big forehead.
Pickle says, was it back in the 90s for your back-to-backs?
Then it was the Yankees.
He said, was it back in the 90s?
That's the thing. That's my question. If it wasn't in the last 24 years, if it was in the last 24 years, it's either the Red Sox or the Astros. But I don't think the Astros did it back to back. So it's either Boston or in the 90s / 2000. It could have been 99, 2000. Scott Brocious and Derek Jeter. Whoever else.
Chris has my Stros, baby. LOL, just kidding, Yankees. Yes, it would have been my Stros if we didn't lose to fucking Braves in 21. Chimichanga in the chat. So Damage Control is now on Raw?
Yeah, they've been there since the draft, yes.
Pickles like A-Rod and some pitchers.
Roger Clemens and what was that dude's name? Well, there was Andy Pettitte, Clemens, but then he's kind of a heavier white dude. Fuck was that guy's name? He's kind of a bully. I liked him. I just couldn't think of his name.
Boo.
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 Why do they have guns? Oh my god, that's got to be the worst name of any tag team ever.
And the fact that she has to say it and it just sounds stupid as fuck when she says it too.
Fission.
Fusion. Fusion. Chris says, fuck, Alpha Fire is so damn hot, no pun intended. Mark McGuire of the Oakland A's. Is that who you were talking about? Mark McGuire?
No, I'm talking about the pitcher for the Yankees. I don't know why it's not just
People's like
head.
Bernie Williams?
He was a center fielder. But yes, he was on those teams.
And was he a big fat white guy?
No, he was a very in-shape black man.
Well, there you go. Oh, pitcher. Yeah, guys, get it right. Pitcher.
What the fuck's that dude's name? He even does play-by-play.
Oh, we're really on the way now.
Uh-oh, we're underway. Not on the way.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh. Kyrie getting the crowd involved. Trying to get involved too, but it's not working.
She's wearing like sneakers and it's kind of awkward.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
That'll work.
That was fine. That was okay.
That was planned.
She saved it. It was all right. Chris is like, Kyrie botched. Damn it, EO.
That was all EO.
Yeah, that was totally EO. She fucked up.
There's no Kyrie botch
Jimmy's
there.
like, that botch. Well, that's what he said. Kyrie botched. Damn it, EO.
Yeah.
Because it was her fault that she botched. Chris says Aaron Boone. Pico's like David Cohn.
David Cohn. There he is.
Pico was like, oh, LOL, I'm
Aaron
spitballing.
Aaron Bleepin Boone was a third baseman, people. We're talking about pitchers.
Yeah, Chris, get it right, dude. You say you know baseball?
I'm just talking about their pitching staff. They
You
had
don't know
Mario
baseball.
Ano Rivera and anyways. I know their team, like the 1 through 9, although there's a couple I don't remember. Aaron Boone was clutch. You know what's funny about Aaron Boone is his brother was better than him. Yet he ended up playing for the Yankees,
that was
and now
close.
he's a legend. Is that yellow boot even touching the bag, though?
I don't know. They challenged it, though, because it was really close. And, yes, his foot was on the bag. But it's a matter of if the ball got into his mitt before the other guy touched his foot to the plate.
Oh, that ball ate him up. That's why.
See? Ball, foot.
Yeah, so how the umps determine that is they listen.
Right?
And they know the difference in the
Call
sound.
was overturned. So
he's
they must
safe.
have said he was out and
Yeah.
he is safe. Well, that didn't work in their favor, whoever did it. If it was the team that said, oh, no, he was safe, and they called him out, then it was that team got it. But if the other team was like...
It was Tampa Bay that did it.
Oh, okay.
There's no way you would challenge it if you got him out.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He's
That's
out. We better
true.
challenge that. We got
Wait,
the,
no, he's totally safe. We need to make this a fair game.
the honor system here.
Honor system. We don't want to be like the Stros, those cheaters.
Nobody's banging on a garbage can here. All 8 people in Oakland.
Right. Chris says that on my boy Jock Peterson, LOL.
Jock.
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 Sophie says, you saw a tease of the Xavier Woods heel turn tonight.
Whoop-de-doo,
A tiny
Basil.
one. Nothing to write home about, though. Chris says, who is best MLB jobber? I'd say Matt Carpenter, LOL.
MLB jobbers is like
Everybody?
40% of every roster is a jobber.
Right?
I mean, you can't name me all the relief pitchers in baseball.
Not anymore. They have
There
so
was a
many.
time when I could have named you every single player on every roster, but I can't do that anymore. When I was deep into my stuff, I definitely could. I could have told you the top 10 prospects in every organization on top of their starting 25. Now there's 26, I believe. And I don't know how they run it anymore.
Sophie says, do you think Xavier will turn heel before the year is over to lead into a major storyline heading into Mania?
Yeah, probably him and Kofi, and then maybe they can get rid of him after that. Cut him.
Piccolo says, okay, question for both. And it may be a bit serious. Serious
As
questions,
a heart
Piccolo?
attack?
Like, am I going to die afterwards? Am I going to go need to see a doctor? Sophie says, I'm confused. What are you guys talking about now? We're talking about all kinds of stuff.
Baseball.
We're talking about baseball and wrestling. And serious questions. So 3-way for the tag team titles for the ladies.
I just realized that. I'm like, wait a second. Where are those girls from? Like,
Sophie says, Matt Riddle won our Cruiserweight Championship in Mexico. Well,
yeah,
that's kind of dumb.
at AAA Wrestling, I was going to watch that, and then, oh yeah, I forgot I had a life. And I didn't. But I was going to. But
why would they give it to a weird white guy that says bro all the time?
Bro.
And is on cocaine. That's
Because
weird.
he has a name from wrestling.
Sophie says, this match isn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Hasn't even really got going yet. But why would you think it would be bad? Kairi Sane's in it.
All right, Piccolo has a statement. There's a new show on A&E called Houses of Horror, Secrets of College Greek Life.
And that's cool.
And then Chris says, yep, JBL also showed up. LOL promo on border control as usual. Okay, weird. Okay. Then Piccolo says the rest of his thing. So, would you consider going on TV and talk about your slain sorority fraternity person and relive the memories of that mess on TV?
Yes.
Okay, so probably because the best way to go through trauma is to desensitize yourself from said trauma. So if you went to college and you went through a person being murdered in your sorority or your fraternity.
Like, so Ted Bundy goes in, he kills the sorority sisters, but some of them lived.
Mm-hmm.
They have liver's guilt or whatever.
And if they were doing a show about it, and it was a tactful show, right? Not like making it weird. Like they're wanting the true story part of it, right? Like stuff
Kairi.
like that, which
She's
A&E
too
usually
small
does.
To do that too, guys.
Kyrie, yeah, she's tiny.
You can't just fucking land on them.
No, she's tiny compared to a lot of those girls.
Now, if it was Shayna, you can go ahead and land on her with all four, but
yeah. She's even smaller than what's her face on Zoe. Zoe's not very big either.
Well,
but she's thick.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's got some mass on her, or Kyrie don't.
She's so funny. Walking the plank. Is that what she's doing?
Yeah. She just ran and then went off target.
Oh no. Oh god.
Oh, kicked her in the leg. Oh.
Someone says the ladies tag team championship turned out to be a failure. What do you mean? Is it because they just gave it to that one girls because her mom died and so they're like, oh, we felt bad for you. Here, you can have it. Oh. Chris says Kairi and Mina Shirakawa segment is needed.
Yes.
Who hurt her knee? Who did they say?
I don't know.
Oh, I heard somebody say it, but I was in the middle of saying other stuff, and so.
Yeah, it was just a move.
Sophie says, remember when Shayna first got called up? It was a big deal, and she turned into this. No, I don't remember because it wasn't that big of a deal for me.
First of all, she was terrible. But yes, I remember her getting called up, and they thought that we're going to try to make fetch happen, and she bit Becky in the back of the neck. She, like, took a chunk out of her neck. Like, it made so little sense. I was like, are they going vampire with her? But they did nothing from it. So whether she was maybe not supposed to bite her that hard or something. They just never told you the rest of the story.
Oh, no. Poor Kyrie.
They didn't even pick up that story when she came back.
Yeah,
like,
they didn't. They just like it. If we don't say anything about it, it'll just disappear forever.
Right, and it did because a lot of people don't remember it. But yeah, she bit Becky in the back of the neck and made her bleed.
Yeah, she bit her.
Whether it was real or not, I have no idea.
But she bit her. It was gross. P.O. says, man, that's wild. Like 30 years I was part of Ted Bundy killings, and now I'm like 50-something and going to spill my guts about it.
Yeah. If that's...
Well, I mean, but that's how it is, right? So you think about it. Like nowadays.
There it is. They're going to get both girls with one move. That's it.
Poor Kyrie. She got the ick of it. Mm-hmm. They're like, we're going to put you on top, okay? You think about it, right? You think about back in those days, they didn't really believe in, like, mental health and stuff like that, right? And these trauma and things. It was just like, just deal with it. Nowadays, it's a little bit different. They're like immediately want to put you in some kind of therapy or put you on something.
Prozac, here you go.
And stuff like
that. And
that.
Prozac was just coming out at that time. So I guarantee those girls were put on Prozac.
Oh, yeah, but they weren't ever, like, talked to about the trauma. They never worked through the trauma. They just were literally like, here, let's drug you up and put you in an asylum for a minute.
Picola, do you read? If you read, there is a book called The Body Keeps the Score. Read it. Badass. Did you know that book is now mandatory for therapists?
Well, when I remember when you and Shannon talked about that book, and you guys were having discussions and how Shannon was going back east and talking with that guy and trained with him about it, and how you guys talked about that it should be a very, very big thing in any kind of counseling stuff, especially if they want to do anything with trauma because of what it is. And so I expected it to happen, maybe not quite as fast as it has.
Yes, now it's mandatory.
But the fact that it finally did is good, because a lot of the times trauma can be fixed without having to be put on any kind of drugs. Chris says Alba and Isla retain, or Isla, whatever you call her. Yep, they did. Sophie says they didn't have a women's tag team division when they first introduced them. Yeah, that. People's like, ha ha ha, Shayna Baszler, Queen of Spades. Chris says, my boy Drip Kaiser main event next. If I were him, I'd call Tiffany up for motivation. I don't think they can pretend that they know each other. Mm-hmm. Sophie says, when Samoa Joe got called up to the main roster, they pushed him to the main event scene, with his first feud being with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, unfortunately. We had to suffer through it. A lot of people like that guy, not one of them. I never understood why he was on the main roster.
I don't really enjoy him.
I still don't like him, but he's still better than 99% of the AEW wrestlers. So with MVP and Bobby Lashley joining AEW, if that happens, who's going to be their team? The Hurt Business.
I don't know.
Athena? Ember Moon?
Right.
For a woman, maybe? I don't know if it's a thing where you have to put everybody of the same race in a group.
It's weird to
but
me,
but if that's the thing that you have to do, then that's the way to go about it. I guess it would have to be, what, Swerve?
Oh, let's see. People's like, oh, God. Then we have Ernest Bell in the chat. Hey, Ernest. Hey, bud. Thanks for being here. He gave us a super chat. Hey, thanks for the $1 super chat, Ernest. How nice of you. We appreciate that. It says, let's celebrate their first super on a live stream.
Yeah,
nice.
We appreciate it.
How awesome, man. It's been a minute. Hopefully everything's going good for you. Leslie Sophie says, with MVP no longer with the WWE, wonder what that means for Amos. And Piccolo says, you got a dono? We did. First ever time from Ernest. We're going to celebrate. Celebrate.
Take Amos if he's not signed with WWE anymore and put him in AEW, and that would be a good one.
What would they do with him there?
Just put him with Biggie.
Khan wouldn't know what to do with him. He hates those guys. So does Triple H. Nobody knows what to do with him.
Right. I understand that. I'm just saying, if you put them there, there's that big guy that's in that one group. that they don't use very well either. The 7-footer Indian.
Oh, yeah, that group.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen them for like 5 hours. Robbie is now in the chat. He woke up from his nap that he was having. He says, what you frads you saying he was enjoying Raw? Was that what was happening?
Oh, yeah. It's one of the best Raws I've seen in a
daydreaming
long
that,
time.
Robbie? And you're sleeping in your bathtub? Oh, my God. I wish Ayla was in here because I sent her a TikTok that was hilarious about how disgusting English people are when they wash their dishes.
In a bucket?
Because they wash them all in a bucket, but they don't really rinse their dishes off. So they wash them in a bucket and then put them in a draining thing. Like, so they have soap and the gross in the same bucket with the food. And so they put their dishes in the bucket with the soap and everything. They wash them and then they don't rinse them and then they just set them in the dish drain.
Right, but you do realize they survived, like, Black Deaths and plagues. And
Barely. They barely survived.
Just saying.
They barely survived
cholera.
it. I don't care what my ancestors barely survived. It's gross.
Shit in the water. They didn't give a shit. What was the name of that pump? They had the pump. It was the cholera outbreak. It was a famous pump.
Crap. I don't remember.
Anyways, yeah, the cholera outbreak. It was from shit in the water. So anybody that drank out of that pump got sick from cholera.
Yeah.
From shit. Literally, it was what? Human waste. Broad Street? Was it Broad Street? Come on.
It's weird. Why
somebody
are
give me
they
the
making it
answer.
like he's dying?
Who?
Pat McAfee.
He is. He's leaving wrestling.
Not forever.
He's a part-timer.
Yeah, it's gross. Poor Michael. Is a dude wipe after you wipe? Oh, God.
Oh, jeez.
You better sit down, Pat. What could go wrong?
Doesn't he just leave?
I don't remember.
Yep. He's out.
In 38 seconds. Good God. I'll see you in a few months, he says. Chris says Pat's last call of the night. Yeah. Sophie says Roman is scheduled for September 13th SmackDown and he might not be coming alone. Rose D, most people sleep in a bed, yo. Whatever. Don't lie, Robbie. I was like, it's called a washing up bowl. Sure it is. Wink, wink. Right. So it's like, I thought Pat could find a way for him to do both football and Raw at the same time since it isn't the football game he is calling on Saturday nights.
He probably does the Friday night game day stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
They do have Friday nights and Saturday nights for college football.
P-Hole
But
says,
most of the big games are on Saturday, yes.
yeah. P-Hole says, wait, I'm here for it, McAfee highlights. And Sophie says, he says being in the WWE is home. Suspot is in the chat. Hey, says, are the girls fighting on Raw tonight? They already did. You missed it. You missed all the girl fighting. Rhea and Liv had a fight. There was a 3-way women's tag team title fight. Can't remember if there was other ladies that fought tonight. I think that was it. Robbie's like, D, them flashing lights are mad in your room. Yeah. when we talk, they really flash up. I think you have to talk really loud, though. There's not very many of them anymore. There's just the one behind mine. Where's the other one at?
It's probably on the floor.
Travis ruined it. It's on the floor, broken.
That's how you find it.
You have to call it like a Wookiee.
I can't do it. I have a toothpick in my mouth, too.
The cat's like, what's going on?
Why is that making weird noises?
Chris
Randy
says,
Orton.
Pat better call Kaiser win, like how Bobby Heenan called Goldberg versus Hogan. Sophie says, so Pat will be back on commentary in January on the first episode of Raw on Netflix. Possibly. Bill says, college game day is bittersweet for me. My best friend and I would watch the college kickoff. Oh, each year. Sophie says, so Pat was only part of the Raw commentary for 7 months. And then Robbie says, was there any good feuds tonight? No. I was like, D, just because you're not very cultured. Who says anything about culture? Are you talking about using one bowl to do everything? It's gross, man. That's not culture. That's just nasty. So it was like, so Raw won't have the team, have the A team to commentate for a while. Yeah, we're going to have to put up with some weirdo from Espen. That's going to be bad. He's probably going to suck like that one guy that couldn't do it very good.
He's pretty damn good. You'll like him. His voice is good, too.
Pickle's like, Wookie cookies. And Robbie's like, the light is crazy when you laugh. And Sophie says, will we hear Roman actually talk at some point to see how he feels about this new bloodline? Sure. Does he have to talk about it? I'm pretty sure we figured out how he really feels about it.
He likes that they give him deep tissue massages.
Gross. He's like, I really needed that elbow, thank you. Right in the solar plex.
Oh.
It's perfect.
Loosen that muscle right up.
So he says, next week's go home episode card looks interesting. Robbie says, Bun Pat Mac, he was dusty anyway. Excuse me. He'll be back.
He'll be back probably mid-February, late February.
He's just gone for a few months for college football.
Would be my guess. Because I don't think he's going to come right back.
I have to wonder when they do when is the
National Championship?
All the bowls and stuff.
Yeah.
He does those too and everything, right?
Yeah, and the National Championship will be mid-January, like the 15th or something.
Mm-hmm.
The 12th, somewhere in that area.
Ew, he has a tramp stamp of Mint Mobile?
Yeah.
Good God.
That's what your brother's going to do.
Why would he do that?
He loves Mint Mobile.
Well, I was like, one, don't listen to commentary anyway. I don't listen to it. Every once in a while, one of them will say something worth listening to, but it's usually a joke and it's funny. And usually it's Pat
They
McAfee.
just need heels. Like, get me a heel. That's what I want, a heel. I want somebody that's a flat-out asshole like Bobby Heenan was.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I'm asking.
People are
I'm not
too
asking for a
sensitive
lot.
and they get offended too easily nowadays, so.
The flying burrito.
Mm-hmm.
I am the right hand of the devil.
If you have to say you're the right hand of the devil, that tells me that you're not the right hand of
That's
the
a fact. Because
Just saying.
your peers would call you that. That's scary. But
Yeah.
you call yourself that. That's not scary.
No, not in the least. So it was like Roman got a lot of apologies to do to get Jimmy, Jay, and Sammy back on his side to fight this new bloodline, and that storyline will be interesting. But does he really want, like,
Who the
loser
hell would want
paces with
Sammy
him?
on their team?
Like, yeah, I mean, ew, like, gross. Ew. I was like, LOL, you have a headphone in to listen, D. What? What you talking about?
To the people when they talk.
To the people when they talk. That doesn't mean I listen. Are you kidding? I can totally not listen. I'm really good at selective hearing, just so you know.
Yeah, she'll just look at me and be like, yeah. I'm like, well, what'd they say? That it's sunny outside.
Like, really good at it.
It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
People's like, interesting. Chris says, yeah, just like how Breaker calls himself a badass. Yeah, lame. Sophie says, I'm surprised they are doing Uncle Howdy versus Chad Gable on Raw instead of doing the pay-per-view.
Why would that be a pay-per-view match? Chad Gable on a pay-per-view match? That's some goofy shit.
Do you think we will...
Gable.
I know, right?
Oh, my God.
Sophie's like, do you think we will see The Rock come back at some point?
Yeah, we're going to see The Rock wrestle again in our
How
lifetime.
dare we see the guy who's on the board insinuate himself into wrestling because that's why he's on the board, so he can. God forbid. Putting his fucking Nepo baby daughter in over fucking NXT wasn't good enough. I mean, come on, seriously? Like, he can't not do it. He's so in love with himself, he can't help it. He thinks he's all that in a bag of chips when he's not.
2 bags of chips, probably.
The guy's a fucking loser. Chris says, here comes Kaiser. Yeah, he's going to come out.
Holy crap, it's dark in here.
Yeah, it's dark as fuck in here. Spooky. Woo.
It's Halloween up in here.
It's finally gotten dark at 8:30. So now it's like the sun sets at 8:32. So now it's like dark for the half an hour.
And then soon the time will change, so it'll be like, right now it'll be 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah. Yep, basically. Chris says at least he gets an entrance. True. And it's not during the commercial break.
That's what they meant.
People says, so let me cook. You gonna cook? What you cooking? Like food? Sophie says, what do you think we will get first? The Rock versus Roman or Rock versus Cody?
Roman would make more sense, but I don't know if they're headed that way, because right now it wouldn't make any sense unless The Rock joins the fucking Solo Sequoia's bloodline, which is just weird.
Sophie says, is it next weekend the time changes again? No.
No.
That's not until November, Sophie.
It'll be November, like the first weekend or the second weekend of November.
The time, the daylight saving time ends in November. It used to be October. Now it's November. Robbie says, lies out of his face. Do you said The Rock being back at WWE improves the ratings?
It does.
Robbie, I understand that you're in love with The Rock a lot, and that's the reason why you talk about him so much, but nobody else is. Pickle says, so what I would do is have a vignette with Roman going to Home Depot, then recruit the LWO as backup.
That's racist.
Pickle.
It's not funny.
Where's Ayla? Are they looking for jobs? If Ayla said it, it'd be fine, but... Just kidding. Ernest Bell's like, I'm back! Yeah, and you gave us money. You're amazing. Sophie says today is the full moon here. And Chris says, let's go Kaiser. Robbie says, but you did say. No, actually, I didn't, Robbie. You said it. And I know you like to try to gaslight me into thinking that I think like you and say the things that you say, but I don't.
But it's true.
I'm not saying it, though.
Yeah, but it's still true.
It's not true.
The Rock brings ratings. That is a fact.
He brings garbage to my television.
Still ratings.
No.
Oh my god.
Once again, I'm not saying it. You can say it. Ravi can blurt out of his butthole, but it's him and you saying it, not me. Just because I read your filth that you like to put in the chat doesn't mean that I'm saying it. Not my opinion. And it's like, tell Roman Reigns I'm looking for him. You should. Peel's like, bruh, Sophie loves to skip the fall, right? Sophie's like, Randy versus Cody will be interesting. The Rock does bring, see, now Sophie's saying it. The Rock does bring ratings. Without him, I don't think Raw would be going to Netflix. Well, now all of you are on the same page. Now I'm going to stop reading anything that has to do with The Rock. No more comments. If you have a comment about him, I'm not reading it anymore. Well, if, you're going to have people like Robbie try to gaslight people into trying to think that they're the ones saying shit when they're not, it's wrong. I was like, oh, that was such an Ayla comment. Chris like, yep, you should put disclaimer what Dee says doesn't apply when she reads the chat. It's true. It's not my fucking opinion. It's your fucking guys' opinion. You guys are the ones that are typing it out from your keyboard warriors behind the screens.
I'll do it.
I just have to read your garbage.
I was going to put a disclaimer on our videos anyway.
What kind of disclaimer? That the opinions do not reflect
Right.
other people's opinions or facts?
Right. Or,
Are you going to put me specifically that mine don't?
And we don't agree with anything she says.
My co-host Daphne.
Nobody agrees with
Nobody agrees with anything she has to say. She just goes off the cuff, and it's moronic. Everybody gaslight her in the comments as much as you can. She might believe it someday.
And while you're at it, don't have a seizure from our opening.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually what my disclaimer was going to be.
Right. Because of the lights.
Yeah. Some people, not all.
Oh, poor Kaiser. He's getting thrown around by that guy.
Yeah, follow a slam.
Oh, no, not the Ludwig Kaiser.
By that guy. By that guy.
By that guy.
Nobody knows who this
Trust
is.
me, bro. Pretty sure he's the one behind it, all of it. Trust me, bro stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's that guy. Chris is like, yeah, I blocked Ravi a long time ago as well, just like the other guy from the day. Good God. You can block mods? That's hilarious. I did not know that. I don't want to see your comments anymore. You annoy me. You annoy me with your Europeanness. So it says Stone Cold Steve Austin said, because why would we just call him Steve Austin? Nobody knows who he is. Said he was going to be at Mania 40, but he couldn't come, and he hinted that he could show up at Mania 41. Maybe he won't be able to come to that one either. I was like, LODL, don't forget. So it was like, Triple H does love to do his long-term storylines like he did with NXT. That's why NXT was a popular thing for a while. Peel says, I had to have the spirit of Ayla in the chat, right? Ernest says, anything good happened tonight? I don't know.
It's been a pretty good show.
I mean, I guess it depends on what you consider good.
Bronson Reed beat The Miz, but then Braun Strowman came out, threatened him.
Yeah, with his monsterness
Look
instead.
at this. Champions out there.
Huh. Oh no, the table didn't break. That's
right
weird.
on a surgically repaired back, too. Repaired from the surgery that he had on his back because it needed surgery.
Chris says, oh, it probably was before he was a mod. It might have been.
Which was causing him back discomfort, so he had surgery on him
Yeah, back discomfort.
because the surgery was needed.
It was needed. Robbie says, LOL, you do remember that the UK left the EU. Okay, so the EU is different from the continent of Europe. You're still within the continent of Europe. So you still are Europeans. Sorry, bub. It's just how it goes. Sucks to be you. Change the continent. Picola says Daphne may go rogue, but we support it.
We're North Americans.
True. That is our continent. North Americans. Canadians are North Americans. And I think that Mexico is North American, and then one part of it gets split to Central America. If I remember right.
There's no such thing as Central America.
Well, they call it Central America,
Well,
but it's
you
not
can
a continent.
I was going to say.
There's only 7 continents, and Central
Mexico
America is not a continent.
Right, Mexico is Central America.
Yes.
But if you're going by continents, it's in
North
North
America.
American, and then the South American continent starts like Guam.
True. We're talking continents. Like Australia is a continent.
Africa.
Asia is a continent. Europe is a continent.
Antarctica.
Antarctica is a continent.
There is possibly another one now.
Yeah.
New Zealand.
And what else? Just it?
It'd be New Zealand, but the whole
So they're saying that it's far enough away because it's pretty close to Australia.
Yeah, but
So they're saying that it's far enough away and they have a split there that's
Right.
showing that it's on another continental plate.
right. That they,
Huh.
So it's possibly
Right.
an 8th. Oh look, this is starting soon. You don't like it, but I watched it.
What is it?
It's called The Hobbit.
Oh, the Rings of Power?
Mm-hmm. New season.
I didn't
starts.
say I didn't like it. I just thought it.
You didn't watch it.
Whatever. We did too.
Tell me about that.
I thought we watched it.
Watched the first 2 episodes with you, and then you never finished it.
What day was it? Like a weird day, or did it come on
Thursday.
late or something? And we just never watched it on another day.
Thursday.
Whatever. That doesn't mean you watched it.
I watched it on treadmill.
Of course you did. So it says, now we know where the Wyatt Six live with your setup. Oh yeah.
It's very bright in here
Totally.
with the light on. It's kind of funny. I don't like it.
Sophie's like, whereas Ayla Ben has been nice and quiet without her. I feel like it's boring without her, and you know,
But we do get what you mean.
she's busy with life and shingles, I guess.
Yeah.
Pico's like, oh lord.
Not roof shingles either.
Not the roofing shingles. Chris says, battle of Braun Bronson Reed versus Braun Breaker versus Braun Strowman. Good God. Robbie says, D, what a shit disc sucks to be you. Oh, you? Pico's like, Odyssey Jones mad at his in-ring debut with the New Day.
Yeah, you won.
He's mad? Or what? What's going on? What? I'm lost. Oh, made. I'm like, mad? Why would he be mad? Yeah, he was there, Odyssey Jones, with the New Day. Xavier Woods is all butthurt about it, too. He's not very happy. Ernest is like, OTC. Yeah, that guy. Sophie says, even though I went to high school, I forget what I have been taught, like what is a continent and what isn't. Well, continents are... It's a giant landmass on a platelet.
It's a plate that moves.
On the crust of the earth.
And so there's 7 of them that we know of. And possibly 8.
Possibly, yeah. Chris is like, Africa continent.
Wait,
Yes.
am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's 7. 7 continents.
7. Yeah, with possibly an 8th being Antarctica.
So it says, Damian Priest's biography was actually good. Huh. Robbie says, so what BS matches did you enjoy tonight? I was supposed to enjoy them? That's
I liked
weird.
Scarlett Bordeaux.
She was out there.
I was like,
She flipped her hair back and forth.
And I liked her pants.
Pickle is laughing as if he says, who would have thought this would be the main event when you first tuned into Raw? I think he meant made. He did. And Pickle's like, would you ever watch the Invincible series?
Never heard of it.
Invincible series, huh? I have no idea what it is. Oh, it's important. Charles got messages. So it's like, you guys would be great teachers. Chris says, yeah, maybe behind the scenes, Odyssey Jones is like, what the fuck is this shit sticking me with the New Day unless he keeps his mouth shut, unlike hangnail Adam Page. Ugh.
I'm leaving. I'll be back.
Where are you going?
I'm going to buy a Nintendo game.
It's almost over.
I know, but they're there early.
Okay.
Until the 9.
How do I stop the stream?
3.
3? Okay. All right, bye. Get out. Go away. Leave. Get out.
I am leaving.
Get out. Go away. Get the fuck out of my house. Get out of my house. Get out of my room. Get out of my stream. Go. Get out.
I'm leaving.
Get the hell out. Get out.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, Kaiser and Randy Orton are having a fight outside the ring now, and Randy Orton clotheslined him as he was running around because he thought he was a choo-choo train. I don't know what this is with this running around thing. It's weird to me. Is this like a thing that Triple H likes to do with his wrestlers, is make them run? It's fucking weird, awkward, and it's like some childhood game that shouldn't be happening. Not once has that table broke tonight, which is even more weird. Robbie's like, D, I did not know you were a geography expert. I'm not an expert. I just know some shit. So it was like this show wasn't all bad, but it also isn't all good as well. That's usually how shows work, especially Raw. It's 3 hours. They can always do shit on it. They can do some good and also a lot of shit. Oh no, he's going to do more to him. Poor Kaiser's getting his ass whooped. Oh no. Oh, he threw him on the table again, which still has not broken and fallen apart yet. They really sturdied that table up. Oh, well, Randy's a veteran in his affairs. He was like, I'm going to go in and break the count. And the rest like, dude, you got to get back in the ring. I don't know why you're not in the ring. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So he's like, Odyssey Jones probably almost got released. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know anything about him. He's from NXT. I was like, LOL, laughing out, I tell you. Chris is like, bye, Travis. And Robbie says, it's like tag with the running. And Pico says, I do a couple of things to keep my brain up to speed. Browser games, Wordle, Sporkle, Redactyl. All free and all fun solo. So it was like, you hear a lot of positive stuff after Triple H took over from the crazy old man. Yeah, Sophie. Without that crazy old man, you wouldn't even have what you're watching. So fuck off with all these people who think Triple H is like the bomb diggity of everything. Without Vince McMahon, you wouldn't have anything. You would have shit. You would have nothing. Triple H couldn't have started this thing with his pinky, let alone his whole fucking body. That guy is a loser face, and we all know it. It was handed to him on a silver fucking platter. Literally got fed with a silver fucking spoon for this shit. He took over a company that was already there and going, and he's like, okay, I can do stuff. Yeah. So, no. And the fact that he keeps repeating the same crap over and 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 over again. Wow, doing the same thing that Vince does and did all the time. Boring. It's not like he's doing anything new. He runs it like NXT, and NXT was shit. So. And putting little tiny guys just so it makes it look cool. No, that's even more dumb. Pretty soon they're going to have to lower the ropes so that those wrestlers look giant. He's going to get him with he thought he was going to get him with an RKO out of nowhere. Oh, he thought he was going to get him with a quick roll up, but it didn't. There's the RKO out of nowhere. Even though he saw it coming, I'm not sure how that could be out of nowhere. All right, well, he got one in, so he's going to pin him now. 1, 2, 3. Ludwig Kaiser got the big loss. We knew that was going to happen. Come on. That's always what happens. People's like, nah, hey, hey, hey. So it says, imagine if SmackDown got turned into a 3-hour show. I would murder all of you. Oh, no! Gunther's going to come in and try to beat him. Oh, he stopped him from hitting him. Oh. Chris like, damn it, Randy won. And Pico's like, don't enjoy Manatee's Viper shout. Nobody does, Pico. It's like a dying fucking, I don't even know how you would say it. Like, her voice is annoying. Her trying too hard is annoying. Like, everything about her is annoying. I don't even know what she's so good with. Rob is like, Triple H won't ever sell up. And Chris is like, bye, D. All right, well, that was the end of that. So they cut it off before they showed anything else. So the audience is going to see more of what Randy's going to do to, what's-his-face, Gunther. So that was the end of the Raw. All right, everybody, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And Travis, he left early because he's a douche. Anyways, we'll be back again on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. Don't forget that this is what is this next weekend? Is the AEW All In pay-per-view. So for AEW, this is like their go-home show or whatever. So we'll see if they start any new feuds or anything like that. But we'll be back again on Wednesday. So thanks, everybody, for watching us. And thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. You guys take care, and we will see you soon. Okay, bye, everybody.